Hello, welcome to our demonstration of our CoCast dashboard prototype. CoCast stands for Crisis Observatory, Credible, Actionable Sense-Making Tools, and it is our mission to develop tools to help decision makers better navigate their information environments and manage the negative impacts of misinformation during times of crisis. Here, we will be exploring a prototype of a dashboard we have designed to help achieve these goals in the context of hurricane response. To do this, let us examine how a specific decision maker might utilize this dashboard. Through our extensive interviews with prospective end users, we have identified decision makers in numerous different roles who could all benefit from CoCast, and we have generated many personas that exemplify decision makers within these different roles. I'm presenting several of those here, but for this demo, we will focus on Eric, who is a public information officer working for an emergency management agency in the state of South Carolina. And we can imagine that Eric has a specific question that he hopes to answer by interfacing with the CoCast dashboard. And that is, what low credibility information is spreading in my jurisdiction? So what Eric would do would be to fire up the CoCast dashboard, and he would be presented with different information that would help him answer his question. He would be presented with the different topics that are being shared in the area of interest, including potential low credibility pieces of information. And if he was interested in a particular piece of low credibility information that's being spread, he could click on it to examine it further, such as potentially low credibility information spreading about contaminated water. What you would see would be a depiction of how that information has spread in the local area, and you could also view a time series depiction of how that information spread, starting at a local potential epicenter, and how it then spread to other parts of the community. What Eric could also do is overlay other information cascades as well to see how that spread. This could either be other potential low credibility pieces of information. So for example, if there was some misinformation about disease spread that Eric was interested if it seemed to have any connection to the contaminated water spread or was spreading to the same areas, could overlay to examine the distribution of that information and how it relates to the information about contaminated water. What Eric could also potentially do is if he, in his role as a public information officer, had put out corrective information to try to correct the low credibility information that was spreading about contaminated water, he could also then have the tool assess how that corrected information, or the information that he distributed, is spreading through the local community and overlay that information spread as well. So this tool will allow Eric to not only identify potential problematic pieces of information that are spreading in the local community, and then also compare that to other pieces of problematic information that's being spread, but potentially also monitor how correct information, high credibility information, is spreading through the information and if it's reaching the areas most impacted by potentially problematic information. All right, that concludes our brief demo of these features of the CoCast tools. Thanks so much for watching.